Hello everyone, my name is Tingting Yang. I'm a Chinese girl from Fujian province. Now I'm a MSc student in Swiss Hotel Management School. I would like to present you a video assessment for developing skill in business leadership. First of all, I would like to have a brief overview about what we are going to discuss today. Now let's see my content. This presentation can be divided into 3 parts. I will start with my personal analysis, which include SEI report analysis, my fundamental capabilities analysis, SWOT analysis, and explain my leadership style. Then I'm going to put my vision statement about my career, and decide my long-term and short-term goals. Last part, I will introduce my action plan for the next 12 months based on my goals. When talking about analyze myself, first of all, let's focus on my SEI report, the Emotional Intelligence Assessment. The SEI report has 3 elements: knowing yourself, choosing yourself, and giving yourself. The overview of my SEI, Emotional Intelligence Assessment profile, shows that I'm skilled for giving myself, but functional in knowing myself, which implies that I have a higher level of self-direction, but I still need to improve in self-awareness. In this report, I have strong sense of purpose and ability to connect with others. It means that I have clear goals and I connect my daily choice to ensure that I'm not undermining my life's purpose. It helps me to inspire people and influence others. On the other hand, I got a higher score in pursue noble goals, engage intrinsic motivation, and apply consequential things, which help me to align with my vision, finding a new solution, and think through decisions. However, I still need to pay attention to my working patterns and improve the ability to manage my emotions. When we go into details to SEI report, we will find out that 3 elements mentioned in SEI report are connected with fundamental capabilities, which include self-awareness, self-management, social awareness, and social skill. In this part, I will base on my SEI report to analyze my fundamental capabilities. First of all, in self-awareness, I have a strong positive sense of self-worth, which means that I'm confident. I'm skilled in emotional self-awareness. It means that I have the competence to bring emotional insight into my decision-making in an appropriate way. In many situations, I will have more insight into emotion than others in team, and point out the cause and effect relationship between how people feel and they are likely to respond. This is the strength I need to continue to keep. However, I don't doing very well in accurating self-assessment. In some extent, I don't recognize my self-behavior patterns and evaluate the strong and limited imitation properly. This is the part I need to improve. Self-management, I'm skilled in self-control. In my SEI report, I'm good at managing my impulses and acting intentionally because I apply consequential thinking very well, and it helped me to make the best possible decision. And I'm skilled in intrinsic motivation, to find the energy and drive to excel. On the other hand, I keep optimism all the time. In this measurement chart, my average score is 8.4, which can be another support document for my good self-management skill. For social awareness, it includes empathy and organization awareness. According to Mr. Goleman, empathy is the skill at sensing other people's emotion and understand their perspective. As a leader, I should develop a powerful insight into people and use empathy to build collaboration and help other people to solve the problem. I also need to improve my organizational awareness to understand the current of organization and politics. High social skill, the ability to convince and influence others. How to do communication and conflict management. Communication can include invisible communication and visible communication. Professional looking, properly body language and words help to do a good communication. It's an important part to make people convince you and follow you. Moreover, good communication and self-control skill will help you to solve the conflict. I believe I can communicate with people very well based on have empathy to others and control my impulsivity. It gives me a powerful tool to convince my colleague and solve the conflict. Let's go into my personal SWOT analysis. SWOT is an evaluation tool for internal factors, strengths, weakness of myself, and opportunity and threats from the environment.
In my personal SWOT analysis chart, based on SEI analyze, fundamental capabilities analyze, I have the strengths in self-management, clear noble goals, good emotional self-awareness, optimism attitude, and good communication skill. However, in weakness, I do not recognize some of my behavior patterns and lack of impulse abilities. Besides those, I also have the strengths in well-educated. Now I'm getting master courses in Switzerland, and I studied a lot of languages, such as Japanese, French, Cantonese. Because my optimism attitude and good communication skill, I'm easy to adapt to new environment. However, I still need to get more experience in hospitality industry. For opportunity and threat, there are a lot of working opportunities since the increased globalization of the work economy. On the other hand, it provides diversity, broaden context to us. Because globalization, international hotel groups start to expand the market in China. For example, according to Starwood official website, it still continues to expand its leader in China and open new resorts in the next year. It will provide a lot of job opportunity in China. As development of Chinese economy, Chinese tourists start to travel around the world. It makes a lot of hotels that need the people who speak Mandarin. For example, Hilton proposed a program called Hilton Huanying in all over the world and hire the people who speak Mandarin, especially they want the Chinese person. However, for threat, as a Chinese passport holder, it's more difficult for me to get a visa to work in the other country. There are too many competitors, but limited number of high-level positions will be a big challenge for me. Sometimes, political conflict between China and the other country will also influence my career.
According to Government 2000, there are 6 leadership styles, and I defined my dominant leadership style as the authoritative style through identifying my preference and my personal analysis. From my preference, I prefer the leader give me a clear vision and give the freedom to choose my own way to achieve my goal. From my personal analysis, fourthly, my good communication skill and strong self-direction help me to lead people and convince people in a good vision. I know how to motivate people by making clear to them how their work fits into a large vision for an organization. Secondly, under this style, people can have freedom to innovate, create, and experiment. This is what I want. And combined with my experience, my father also used the authoritative style. He's my mentor and always gives me the good direction. And I believe this is the effective way. Making a vision for personal career will help to identify the direction of my development. We start with the vision, then commit, initiate, energizing, and focus. From my career, my vision statement is to become a manager of front office, providing excellent experience and special service to customers, while respecting and cooperate with my colleague. According to my vision statement, I also make my long-term and short-term goal based on SMART goal tool, which make my goal to be specific, measurable, attainable, and realistic and timely. Now, my long-term goal is to become an assistant manager in front office for Four Seasons Shanghai within 5 years. In order to achieve my long-term goal, my short-term goal will be successful to get my MSc diploma from SHMS in 2016 January.
My leadership strengths such as strong self-direction, self-management will help me to refuse the temptation and to be energetic to achieve my goals. For my long-term goal, I would like to be an assistant manager in front office, and my social skills such as good influence and good communication skill will provide me a good access to reach my goal. In my action plan to reach my goal, I also will change some of my weaknesses.
This presentation will discuss my action plan for the next 12 months. It will include my time management, my first 90 days when I start my internship, and how I overcome my problem. First of all, I defined myself as a student, and based on my short-term goal, for that, I have to successfully finish my MSc courses.
I'm going to do the time management based on the book, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. In the book, Hobby 3, put 4 things first will help us to do the time management. Because in the time management, first of all, we need to have a checklist of activities, and then setting priorities. The time management matrix is a tool to help us to set priorities, and we put the activities below. Quadrant 1 is the things that are urgent and important. For me, it will be submitting leadership video to reports and proposal. And quadrant 2 will be not urgent but important things. For me, it will be go to swim, doing exercise, and my meditation, connect with my family, or writing diary. As I mentioned before, I have weakness in recognize my behavior patterns, so writing diary will help me to identify my problem. Quadrant 3 will be the things that call back to your friend and reply the email. For quadrant 4, it's not important and not urgent things, for example, watching TV series and play computer games.
In this case, I should not only focus on quadrant 1, but also I have to focus on quadrant 2 in order to making things more effective. I should do a plan for quadrant 2. This is the quadrant 2 plan I do below. Balance entertainment and study is also very important. However, it's not good to spend too much time on quadrant 4. We need to improve my self-control to say no to temptations. The next part will be doing better in my internship. In order to reach my short-term goal to finish my dissertation, I'm going to take the opportunity for in-house internship. In the first 90 days of my internship, I should start learn the work environment, adapt to the culture, and avoid to some common mistakes. For example, I should not to do all the things by myself, and I should ask her help from my colleague, and I should understand the process very clearly. When we're doing things, the process should be start with assessing the environment factors and making decision, also plan for plan B, finally doing the implement. Overcome the problem. In this part, first of all, we are going to discuss the conflict management. When there is a different opinion and intense emotion, crucial conversation will coming up. In this stage, instead of drawing a picture and tell a story about I'm a victim, I should master my story and tell the story in another way. On the other hand, start with a contracting statement to turn the crucial conversation into a normal conversation. For example, I don't think you're doing no good, I just have some suggestion. Another problem in this internship is to build a relationship with a new colleague. When we arrive at a new environment, we should communicate with others. For example, when you meet your new supervisor, find an affinity to get a close relationship and through conversation and showing your truthness. My presentation for leadership. The presentation is made according to ADAE model. Start with awareness and decision making. We take action, finally we got excellent. Thank you for your listening.